It's recording now.
Basically, Indian treaties.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey, we want to start first and foremost by giving Kol Halayim Al Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Regah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who feed and nourish through spirit and power. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Salutation, shalom, and blessings to you, sincere. I can push this word, truth and sincerity.
Shalom.
Okay, we are the brothers from Great Millstone Northwest. You know, we're on location right now. You know, traveling throughout the Northwest. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go in on Gad. You know what I'm saying? Because this is some of the tribal area that, you know, Gad occupied, you know, when they came over to the Americas, which is we're in Washington, that's close to Canada, and you know, Gad occupied this whole coast, you know.
Yep, and Esau came in and basically robbed them of their land, man, robbed them of their resources, you know, told them that they were going to be at peace with them and broke every treaty that they had with Gad, man, and Reuben, you know, and went through, claimed the land for themselves, said it was manifest destiny, and put almost wiped Gad, the tribe of Gad out, man, you know, with disease warfare and cutting off the resources and whatnot, you know. Oh, could you get Sirach 12 and 10? Oh, good shot. While the brother's getting that, I'm gonna read this this Indian treatise from the NorthWestCouncil.org that I pulled up. It says the United States and Canada have long but very different histories of relations with the original citizens of the Columbia River Basin. Both countries persuaded treaties with Indians to establish rights to land and resources.
Yeah, man, and that's the trickery and the craftiness of Esau, man. To establish dominance over this place, they use a treaty saying that we're at peace with you, so let's strike up this deal where we can coincide together. But the whole underlying point to them doing that is for them to make you think that they're at peace with you, and they come in and they take the shit from you. Yep. Okay, have you at ease, thinking everything is peaceable. Then they come with their armies when you're unaware, so you're not even prepared, and then they just take your shit. That's what they did to Gad, man.
It says the effort was particularly slow to develop in Canada. All right, and they did the same not only to the Gadites down here in what they call America today, but also in Canada. You know, they did a lot of foul things to Gad up there in Canada, man. The smallpox, all right, they put smallpox on the blankets and whatnot.
Disease warfare, you know? They're good for that.
That company, all right, that did that back in the past. I think it's the Hudson Bay Company, if I'm not mistaken. They're still, I'm gonna look it up, but they're still thriving to this day, man. You know, so they're benefiting the offspring, okay, the posterity of those Edomites that did that back in the past are benefiting today from that, man. You know, and not once have they tried to pay Gad back, okay. Not once have they said they were sorry, man. Okay, they're making billions off of the death of Gad, man. Okay.
This is Psalms 36. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes. He flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He mischieveth or deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil."
That's right. And you know, just like what the brother was saying earlier, in the back of their mind, they always had that hate for Gad, man. Okay, deep down in their spirit, they knew. Okay, going back to Christopher Columbus before he came over to this area. Okay, down to Amerigo Vespucci, because he actually, I believe he actually came to this land. Okay, Fernando de Soto. Okay?
Who was that Daba was bringing out? The boy was like, he has not found a gooder people.
I forget
who was going in on, but he said he's not found a gooder people.
But they all
and then he said they deserve to be in chains. They deserve to be slaves.
I think that was Columbus.
That was a Columbus. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I believe it.
But they all had some form of saying that same thing, man, because they came over here and they seen the beauty over here. They seen the spirit, all right, that our people were in, and they envied that, man. Okay, and further. It went further to where they envied the land. They coveted the land, man. You know, and they lusted after that so much to the fact that they actually murdered Gad, man. Murdered Gad and Reuben over here, man.
Yeah. I appreciate it. This is Micah 2:1.
That's what I'm going to say. Resorted to carnality, you know, to use their blessing to take over this land.
This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." See those treaties that they presented, and that was them working iniquity because they didn't want no treaties with Gad. They just wanted Gad to be at peace so that they can come in and take everything without them having to really fight for it, man. It was basically given to Esau, man. Esau didn't have to fight for this place, man. He took it easily.
He stole it,
with ease, man. Okay? It says,
and that goes back to the curses, man, because we went off, you know, we stopped following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. So that allowed Esau a right to do what he did. Okay?
It gave him justification with the Most High to be able to come and do what they did, man. The Most High commissioned Esau to do what he did, because it tells you in Psalms that Esau is the Most High's sword. Okay, so Esau was the belt the Most High used to whoop us, man, for going off. Okay, reading on in verse Micah 2:1, it says, "When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand."
And they did it way back then. They devised, just like going back to Egypt. Okay, let us come together and deal with them wisely, deal wisely with them. Esau did the same thing till this day, man. Okay, all them treaties way back then, they knew they were going to break it. All right, when they sat down and drew up war plans, it was like, we're going to let them go throughout the spring and the summer and let them think we're at peace with them. But when the winter comes, that's when we're going to roll in on them. Okay, so they always had that wicked, that always divide that mischief in the back of their mind on how they were going to try to take the tribes out, man. You know?
Verse 2, it says,
but the scriptures say, Gad, a troop shall overcome thee, but thou shalt overcome at the end, man, or at the last, man. So Esau's going to get everything back that he did, all right, double.
And that troop that overcame Gad was the cavalry, man, the U.S. armies, man, the U.S. Army. Okay, they overcame Gad. General, was it Colonel Mustard?
You talking about Custard? No,
Custard.
He got his butt whooped when he.
No, he got his butt whooped, but he's part of that. He's part of that army that overtook Gad because Custard he did a lot of damage to Gad, man. They took out a lot of Gad, man, because he was a special his company was a special company sent in just for the key purpose of killing Gad, man.
Right, and then the general that came after him, he finished the job. He actually came in. And the job. Then you had the Indian killer, Andrew Jackson,
which was the president. The president's name was the Indian killer, man. So that's very significant because his whole purpose was to destroy Gad, man. What they say, destroy, kill the savage and save the human,
the man,
save the man, or something like that. This was a slogan that was being pushed forth, man. Okay, when they was putting Gad in these boarding schools, man, the Gad was getting raped. You know what I'm saying? They was doing all type of atrocities to Gad, man. Okay. Verse 2, it says, "They covered fields and take them by violence," which America, man. The world is considered the field. All right. It said, "Curse are you in the city, curse are you in the field," in Deuteronomy. Okay, the city is right here in America, and the field is the world abroad, man. Okay, so it's they cover fields, man. Anywhere that Gad's at, anywhere that Jake's at, man, they're gonna come take it, man. They're taking your land from you. They're gonna come take whatever they can from you.
And when you Edomites came over here, all right, you were talking about Christianity, all right, being Christian, right, the Christian way, the brotherly love, all right. And you picked up this book. What the scriptures say, thou shalt not covet, right? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor, right? What was the love in that, man? Okay, what was the basically the love, man? Okay, because now you're trying to say, well, we all need to come together and love everybody. You didn't show love back then, man. Okay.
Nope, you still ain't showing love now, man. Because what are you doing? What are you doing to Gad and to the rest of the Israelites this very day, man? Slaughtering them, man.
Came over here in pure hatred, man.
Yeah. The Apostle Rom was I think he did this joint like a day or so ago, where he was breaking down all the killing that they've been killing Jake, man. Which and it's by the millions, man. Per year, by the millions, Jake is getting killed, man. All right, it went from the Negroes to the Latinos to the Native Americans, man. Okay, and by millions, they're killing off every single one of the tribes, man.
And we know why, because these devils, they're into blood drinking, you know. They're into organ harvesting, you know, and they're doing that to Jake, man. Okay, not too long ago, I think this was like back in 2012 or something like that. They were talking about bringing the queen up on charges because it was coming out that she was taking the Gadite children from Canada, over there and killing them. Man.
Matter of fact, her and the prime minister of over there in Canada, they both was found guilty of genocide, man. Like they murdered millions of Native Americans out there in Canada, man, and they was found guilty of genocide. It was the prime minister. It was 3 people. It was the queen, the prime minister, and somebody else, and they all got found guilty. And you don't hear nothing about that, man. This was like 2-3 years ago when they got found guilty of this, man. Okay, and what's happened to them, man? Nothing. They haven't been sentenced, nothing. So that's unrighteous decrees, man. Okay, let me finish this off real quick. It says this is Micah 2:2. It says, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
And look, not too long ago, man. Okay, and I believe it's still going on. The pipeline up there in what's that, South Dakota?
Yeah, South Dakota.
You know, they oppressing the Lakota tribe up there, man. Okay, by putting that pipeline up there.
And the exact reason why them tribes over there were fighting, because they said they didn't want their drinking water contaminated.
Exactly.
And what the fuck happened as soon as they put that shit in there? It contaminated the drinking water, man. Now they got fucking oil and shit all in their drinking water, man. And that's the exact reason why they was fighting, man. But yeah, here you got Esau with his decrees where you can ingest and digest so many parts per millions. That's unrighteous, man. You shouldn't be ingesting or having to take in any type of foreign chemical, man.
Yeah, that's oppression, man. And look at this water behind us, man. You know, the earth is the Most High made the earth perfect, man. That's right. You know, and what did Esau do? He came over here and destroyed everything, cutting down trees. Ain't nothing wrong with cutting down trees if you're using it to build, okay? If you're using it to build your houses and everything, but you only supposed to
take what you need. They do it in abundance and just full force. They just take as much as they can get, man.
Rerouting water, streams and everything, man. Exactly. To where they wanted to go.
Like this water, we should be able to really lap our hands and drink this water right now, man. But I wouldn't dare touch this water, man.
Esau pissing in the water, putting fluoride in the water, which is fluoride. They use that in rat poison, man. You know. But then they say it's okay for you to brush your teeth with. It's okay for you to drink it.
They say it's healthier for your teeth for you to have so much fluoride. Like hell no, man. That's just death, man.
That's the devil for you, man.
That is. Go ahead. You got it.
I'm gonna grab this. I don't know if you had it. Sirach 12 and 10.
I did. I got it.
Okay.
This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
And going back to these treaties, man, you know, Gad was like, man, this land is for everybody, man. This not our land
to sell.
To sell to you, you know.
Or to give.
They was like, we can coexist on this land. There's plenty of land here.
Exactly.
What did Esau do? Nah, we need the
they want the choice parts.
Exactly.
They want all the choice parts. Because Gad was a migratory people. You know what I'm saying? They moved about, man, which is what is part of the laws that we were set, or that was set forth before us, man. Was give the land a lamb Sabbath, man. Okay, so Gad, they used to move about, right? Okay, in like certain crops and in agriculture and stuff. They did seasonally in different spots because that's what they only grow at certain times of the year.
Right.
So there was different rivers they went to get certain fish at certain periods of time. You know what I'm saying? So Gad was moving around, man. And that's how Gad got down. But Esau, they want to be in the choice spot all time, period. They want this location and that's it. They want it.
And overwork the land.
Yeah, exactly.
For the purpose of a profit. You know, when you don't even need to do that, man, and that's greed. You know, not only is that pride, but that's also greed. You know, and that's why that Dust Bowl happened back in the 1900s, man. Okay, because you overworked the land, you didn't give the land a Sabbath. That's why today you got all these mudslides and wildfires happening.
Yeah.
Because you're overworking the land. Yeah. You know, you're destroying the land, man. You know?
Taking the stability away from the land, man.
Floods.
Yeah.
Cutting out all the trees.
That's why you get those sinkholes, man. The land is not together no more. That shit's falling apart because you're taking all the nutrients out of it, man. You know? And that's Esau's track record, man. It don't matter where you go, what you touch, man. It all goes to shit, man.
Harbinger of death.
The harbinger of death, man. I'm going to keep going on this. This is verse 11. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, man, and that's Gad experienced that firsthand, man. You know?
Can I read this?
Go ahead.
On the treaties again, it says, in this, the fledgling United States recognize the sovereignty of the Indian people. It's their land.
Recognize the sovereignty. They was here before
It's their land.
So of course they had sovereignty. They was here first. Okay?
The United States, Esau recognized the sovereignty. So that's like somebody breaking into your house saying, all right, you can live here. I'm here. You know?
Yeah, I'll give you permission.
Yeah,
I give you permission. You can stay here.
You can use the bathroom. You got to come to me and ask me to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or cook, you know.
On something that you already possessed, you already owned, you already was dwelling there years, hundreds of years before anybody else came. So how the hell are you gonna come into my shit and tell me what I can do with my own shit?
Wickedness, man. You know,
wickedness on high.
Killing your whole family. You know.
Yeah. While you're out hunting, they come and kill all the women and children and elderly.
Yep. It says, in this, the fledgling United States recognize the sovereignty of the Indian people who were here first and with whom the United States shared the continent.
And that goes back to that doctrine of discovery, man.
Doctrine.
Because, you know, the Pope sanctioned that if it wasn't established under the papacy, if that's the word, papacy, if that's even the word, but under the papal, which was the Pope and the Vatican, if it wasn't discovered up under them noticing it, if it wasn't noticed by them as you discovering it, then it was null and void. So that means you can still be conquered by somebody that's coming under the rule of the Pope. They can come and they can conquer you, even though you was already established. They can say, no, we call this we're sanctioning this for France, you know. And then now this is a land of France now.
Right, and that was the Spaniards, King Franz Ferdinand.
And Ferdinand and
Queen Isabella.
Yep. Ferdinand and Isabella. Yep.
When you go back and you just speaking on that real quick, when you go back and you do the research, they came over with a not a doctrine but a sanction basically, and it was called a recurrimento. I can't really say that word, it's tongue twister, but look it up, man. You know, it's on Wikipedia. But basically, they came over here and demanded that Jake, all right, the Gadites, Reuben, I believe the Taínos, okay, and all the other tribes that was over here, to basically bow down and worship Jesus Christ, okay, Caesar Borgias Serapis Christus. And they didn't even read it to them in their language, all right? They read it to them in Spanish, all right? And they didn't. The Gad and Reuben, they didn't speak Spanish, man. They didn't know what they were saying.
And they came over here with Hebrew translators, man.
That's what I'm saying.
So they knew the language of the people because they came over here with Hebrew translators. So they could have made the message. They could have gave them the message to where they could receive it and understand it, but they didn't because that's the trickery that came with it.
Exactly.
They wanted Gad to think that it was a language barrier when they knew perfectly well what they was about to do.
Yep. And they slaughtered Gad. They killed men, women, and children, man, with no mercy.
No mercy, man. Okay? So the Most High is not going to have no mercy on you, man. You had no mercy on his people. All right?
I'm going to read through this real fast. It says, the spirit of joint occupation of the territory imbued treaties the United States already has signed with Indians, beginning in 1787, right, which was only, like 200 years ago. But by the mid-1800s, the implied balance of power among the separate nations began to shift toward dominance by the United States as the country steadily...
No. They need to change that word from United States to Esau, man. To the Caucasian, man. Because that's all. This place was established for Edom, man. It wasn't established for any other people to become great. Because that's when Esau really started to show its dominance on the earth, man, is when they established the Americas, man. That's when they started building their army and taking over other shit, man. Okay? But first it started with them taking this land from Gad, though. Okay.
I'm gonna read this scripture since you said that.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And that started with the Greeks, okay? And it amplified with today, all right? The revived Roman Empire, okay? The beast, all right? That being America, and the EU and NATO.
Cool. Let me read this real quick. Also, like,
it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And that's how Esau fulfilled his blessing, okay? That was given to him way back by his father Isaac, man, okay? To get the fatness of the land, all right? Isaac said the only way he was going to get his blessing, okay, or control the earth was with the sword, all right?
Oh, this is Sirach 11:33. It says, "Take heed of a mischievous man, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee a perpetual blot." And that's he brought a perpetual blot upon Jake, man. Okay, he put the Negroes in slavery, which is a perpetual blot. He took this land from Gad and put them in reservations, which are a perpetual blot.
Slavery too.
Yeah, slavery. The Taino Indians, every nation of Israel, man, every tribe of Israel has a perpetual blot because Esau has come in and put that blot on them, man.
The bywords,
yeah,
okay?
proverbs and bywords.
The names named today: Native American, okay, Seminoles, all right, Colombians, Brazilians, Spanish,
Black,
Mexicans.
Just call us black. That's a blot, man.
Negroes.
Yeah.
You know. I got that word mischievous.
Go ahead.
Scripture
Go
just
ahead.
read. It says, of a person, animal, or behavior, they are animals, beasts, causing or showing a fondness or causing trouble in a playful way, which wasn't nothing playful about what they did.
Nah, it wasn't
That's
nothing
an
playful
Edomite
about
definition.
Yeah, it is, man. That's that new speak, man.
Yeah.
You know that forked tongue, man. They got hey, man. Man, look up the etymology of it.
Well, it's the second definition here. It says of an action or thing causing or intended to cause harm or trouble.
Exactly, and everything Esau does causes harm or trouble, man.
Spiteful, malicious, hostile.
All those words, describe the characteristic or the character of the so-called Caucasian race, man.
Nasty. It says defamatory. Is that
defamatory?
Yeah. Let me see. Is that the renaming? Oh. Damaging the good reputation of someone, slanderous or rebellious.
That's what slander is to defame, man. Matter of fact, I forget what word means that.
Defamation of character.
Yeah, the defamation. Yep. All that ties into one, man. And that's exactly what they did to Gad, to Israel, man.
Yep.
You know, they defamed us, man. You know.
Yeah, because when these other nations come over here, Esau sits them down in the room and tells them, you know, hey, stay away from them niggas, man. You know, stay away from them the Mexicans, man. They're trouble. Look what Trump's saying about Issachar, man. Okay? But who's giving them the drugs? Who's giving them the weapons, man? All right? It's you Edomites, man. Okay? But then you turn around and you try to make it look like we're doing it, man. Okay? We're the trouble, when in all actuality, you're the devil, man. Okay? You're Satan. You're the adversary. You're the ones that's doing all this, but you projection, okay, projecting your characteristics on us, man, making us look wicked.
Yeah. I mean, if we were to pan the camera, man, this location that we're at, man, this is a fucking hotel right here, man. There's a hotel like around us right now, and motherfuckers canoeing and shit, man. This was God's shit right here, man. All this, man, and what's here now, man? Esau, man. Tourists, gooks. Like, nah, this is Gad shit right here, bro. That's crazy, man. Esau then took over, man.
Renamed it, everything. Yep.
All that. Was you done on that?
Yeah, that was on that.
Okay, verse 12, it says, set him not by thee, lest, or Sirach, this is Sirach 12:12. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. And ain't that what he did? He took Gad's seat, man. Yep. You know, like a lot of those so-called Gadites, man, or so-called natives, I should say, or Edomites, man.
Yep.
Because what happened, man? when they had control of over Gad, man, they were popping the women, man. Okay, raping the women, I should say. Not even, they wasn't giving them up willingly. Now they do though. Verse 13, it says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh with wild beasts?" That's pretty much the point.
Grab some real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 20. It says, "And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion and teareth the arm with the crown of the head." All right, and the point being, blessed is he that enlargeth Gad.
Actually,
right? Yep. So you Edomites, man, you didn't enlarge Gad, man. You took everything from Gad, man. Okay.
So what's the opposite of blessing?
Yeah, curse.
Yeah.
Okay. Destruction. You know?
Touch not my anointed, my prophets no harm, man.
Yep. You think that everything is okay or everything's gonna be all right because you gave Gad some money and a casino, man. All right. That doesn't right any wrong. Okay. Because your children are still benefited from it today, man. You Edomites watching it today, okay? Watching us right now in this video, are you so-called Caucasians? You're watching this. You're having a gay old time right now, man. Okay, you got money, all right, for your children's children, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but all that in one day, 1 hour is gonna go out the window, man. When that destruction comes into America, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's straight up.
Oh yeah, I got some. This is where we at?
We got a couple minutes.
Okay. This is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. So you should, and you got it, bro. So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land.
And this land is defiled, man. It's defiled by blood, man. Because it was defiled by the Gadites' blood that were here. It was defiled by the Aztecs' blood that were in the South of America. The Taínos' blood defiled that land over there. So, and then you have the Moorish blood defiled Europe and Sicily and all that. Spain, you know what I'm saying? So every part, every land has been land has been soiled with the blood of Israel, man. Which that land is defiled, man. And who was the one that shedded that blood on those lands, man? Esau, Edom, man, the so-called Caucasian, man. They shedded the blood of you Israelites on all these different soils, man. So all that land is defiled, man.
The main one being here in America. That's why the infrastructure of America is continuing to decay, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because this land is cursed.
That's right. That's right.
This land is cursed. All right. You go back and you do research on the history. All right. They utterly slaughtered. All right. I should say can't think of the Gorish. Okay. Gore. No
Gorish.
mercy.
Yep.
Okay. If that's a word.
Gorish.
You know?
Yeah. Bloody.
No mercy,
like real.
man.
Real. Yep.
Okay. No compassion. Okay. They didn't show no compassion toward the old or the young, man. Okay, as it is written.
Yep.
All right. So this land, that's why the Lord's going to destroy this land, man. All right, because of the blood of the Israelites that was spilled on this land unrighteously, man.
And that's the innocent blood. It's the Israelites' blood, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you heathens, if you were killed or whatnot, then that's what it is, man. But yet and still, that blood still defiles the land, though.
Yep. For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. So this land is still filthy. It's still defiled to this day.
Because it's gonna say it.
But by the blood of him that shed it.
So the only way that this land, the land that's defiled, can be cleansed is if the blood of him that shedded the blood there, his blood is shed on that same land, and that's how the land is gonna be cleansed, man. And what's it gonna take? Because we can't go up and kill off Esau, man, and actually continue to exist, because they're gonna come with nukes, man. They're gonna come get us. But the Most High is gonna shed the blood of them that shed the blood in this land to defile it.
Mm-hmm.
How's he gonna do that, man? With thermonuclear destruction, man.
Yep.
Okay.
And fire from the chariots.
Fire from the chariots, and race wars, and wild beasts, and what have you. Okay. There's many ways the Most High can destroy you, man. And he's gonna destroy them. And he's gonna destroy those that defiled this earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yep, verse 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit.
Yeah, man, and that just, that's it, man, bro.
It just makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, So are you gonna hop in bed with your work clothes when you work in the mud and shit? Are you gonna hop in your bed with your clothes on?
You're not just gonna take shits all around your house and
just leave it like
or
come
just
on, man. That's what Esau does, man. That's what Esau does, man. Hello.
How you doing?
So hey, man, this Edom gotta go, man. Okay, because they've defiled this whole earth, man. So this earth is defiled up under the inhabitants thereof, man. Which is the Esau. He controls this earth, man.
It says, defile not therefore the land which you shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. Okay, and remember, we're a people before we're a place. All right, and the Lord dwells amongst us. Okay, we're the nation of Israel, the princes of the power, right? The sons of the Most High, man. Okay, it says, for I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. Okay, and that's the only people that the Lord is dealing with is the Israelites, the ignorantly so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, man. So for you to put your hand on the Israelites, for you to come and take our land, all right, the Lord's going to deal with you for that, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Yeah, I'll read it. It popped up. I'll read it. This is our Proverbs 23:10. Remove not the old landmark and enter not into the fields of the fatherless.
Yeah, and Gad had landmarks in his on around all around America. You know what I'm saying? Because they had sacred burial grounds. They had trading posts. You know what I'm saying? Which they had an economy going already, man. And you got Esau saying that Gad was uncivilized. If you're buying, selling, and trading, that's an economy right there, man. You got natural barter system. That's an economy, man. Okay, and Gad had that, man. All right, they had things set up and established, man. And what did Esau come do? They came here and they destroyed everything that Gad had, man. Okay, they removed their landmarks, man. Took away their burial grounds, man. Okay, and what did they do? Bring train tracks all the way through their sacred grounds, man. What they had established for themselves, okay?
I was just gonna say, put up touchdown Jesus.
Oh yeah.
So took Gad's land and put up touchdown Jesus.
Yeah, man.
You Edomites got to pay, man.
Came here, killed all the buffalo, so Gad wouldn't have nothing to eat.
Yep.
Okay.
Watch that movie, Dances with Wolves, man. Okay, that's a good movie to watch, man. All right, it just shows you some of, because they didn't really go into it, okay, because they tried to glorify Esau, and that goes into what the brother said earlier, man. How Esau basically infiltrated the tribe, man. But they just show you how they show you some of what the mind state of Esau in that time, man. Okay,
and that mind state hasn't changed, man. It's just now they're keeping it more concealed. They're not their hatred is not outwardly. They keep it inward. But the time's coming where it's just gonna spew out, man. A volcano, when they build so much pressure, what happens? It erupts. Yeah. The same thing's gonna happen to Esau, man. And all that built up shit is gonna come out eventually, man. And the time's coming where the Most High is going, he's gonna push that pressure button, and Esau gonna explode, man.
Yeah. Last scripture from me says, "For their Redeemer is mighty. For their Redeemer is mighty. He shall plead their cause with thee."
Yeah, that's right. Hey, and our Redeemer is Yahweh Shai, man, through being sanctioned through his Father Yahweh. All right, and he's mighty, man, because when he comes back, he's not gonna meet you as a man. Okay, he's coming back as an angelic power, man. Force. That's gonna destroy you, man.
That's right.
Okay, because Gad is part of the chosen people, and you're gonna get it for coming up against him, man. All right. You got any closing words?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Okay, and with that said, we're going to shut it down and say shalom.
Shalom. Bible ball.